Today, teachers have to be much more concerned about the language skills these students bring to classrooms, the background knowledge they bring to classrooms, the experiences.
It's interesting to have a class with kids from other countries because some kids have had very little formal schooling, and some kids have had very rigorous academic training in the schools in their native language. So you have a wide variety of educational backgrounds. That added to the language barrier, it makes it a very interesting mix. I think that students in such a diverse population have a lot of support available to them because there are still students who speak their native language. They're seeing their culture in after-school activities. They're seeing their culture in the classroom. And I think that can be very helpful in making them more comfortable and helping ease the transition.
To be able to provide responsive instruction and meet the needs of these English learners presents a tremendous challenge to teachers. Because language and identity are so closely bound, and because identity is especially important, I think, to adolescents. They're trying to figure out who they really are. The special challenge teachers have is to build skills and competence, but at the same time honor the diversity. In honoring diversity, we have the opportunity to create some relevance and meaningful context for students to actually develop competence with the language. But it is going to take special work. It's going to take special attention.
Understanding a student's background as far as what support do they have at home and in what areas, how are their parents or guardians able to help them, and where might we also help their family, because the families want to support their students. They sometimes don't have the tools to be able to do that.
We mediate experience with language. That is, we think about, remember, translate, interpret what happens in our everyday lives with language. And since experience defines who we are, then language also defines who we are. When individuals and students come to the United States who have limited English proficiency, we can't fully appreciate who they are because they're not using their mother tongue. Language and identity and culture are all sort of braided together, and we have to be very sensitive to those connections.